first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Right to the air is Rodgers. Open man right side is Tony. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Bengals at 1-6 now. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 45, 45. Mike, 40.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tony, that is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Tony. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Switch. Over. You got that right there.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. They'll set up to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Barkley, inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 56 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Bengals. Saquon Barkley from 3 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
a feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
And that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Parkey adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
1 second, all that remains. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw again. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On play action, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big kids came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they... force the turnover on the opening drive.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Cross. Hey, pick 26.
On 3rd down, Tony. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
26.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle they go. Tony. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Rodgers to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now it's Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They run for it with Mixon. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
KJ Hamler.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Come on, set, 33, yellow. 22 needle. Undercut, steal, check, steal.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Mixing up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Mixon will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Parkey with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's
defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 66 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them: get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That's complete to Tony. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got Hamler on the out route. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers again now. His throw caught right around the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Garrett Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Rodgers now on first down. Caught by Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Trouble, 38. Six, negative.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
They're going to look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the Ravens take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rodgers to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Touchdown! O.J. Howard from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down now, Tony, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go. Check. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you. Easy. Deuce.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And again, it's Chubb. And this time they're able to bottle him up as he'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. George Kittle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Parkey adds the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. After the sack on first down, Rodgers over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and 15 now, Rodgers. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now Rodgers. Open man right side is Tony. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Tony. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. A leap